final cat. Shout out to Blackie Speaks and most importantly, Moss Fam. Shout out to y'all for tapping in. This story and a lot of other stories been going viral over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? A lot happened over the weekend. This is a crazy month, you know what I'm saying? Starting off 2023, but we gonna continue going strong. You know, we hit 1K. You know, I know from here I gotta get used to that. It's not gonna always be supportive comments that somebody comment. It's gonna be some hate, it's gonna be some negativity, but you know what I'm saying? But me, like I said, anything negative won't get posted, so it's like you'll be wasting your time even trying to type up anything negative because it won't hit my channel. It won't get fucking allowed to be in the comments, so it's like you're wasting your time. But besides that, we ain't gonna focus on the negative, we're gonna focus on this. Now this story, I only know a little bit about it. I didn't see the full thing because I wanted to wait to react to it with y'all. So it's like we ain't gonna talk too much. Without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video.
No, I want to talk about this recent story involving Cenat. And by the way, yes, I'm back again. Been a little while since I uploaded, but here I am now. Let's not waste any time though, and let's get into it. First of all, I think people are familiar with Kai. He's a 21-year-old content creator out of NYC. Kai's really big on Twitch, big on social media, and big on the internet, period. He's had a crazy run since he blew up, so shout out to him for doing some great things. That aside, let's talk about what happened yesterday, right? A woman by the name of Jovi Pena came out and made some claims against someone Kai knew. So she put up this post both on her Instagram and Twitter and said the following: on January 1st, 2023, I was baped at a party by a complete stranger. I was invited to this party by someone I thought to be a friend. She's referring to Kai. I asked for help and it's not going anywhere, so I've decided to take it to social media. She continued telling the story on a Twitter thread and said the following: I was invited by Cenat. When I decided to leave, he told me I'd be safer upstairs since I was drunk and nobody would bother me. However, after I fell asleep, since I thought I was safe due to there being security and Kai's confirmation, however, I wasn't safe. And then the guy's name walked into the room where I was asleep and brutally baped me to the point where I bled. When I woke up to see him still on top of me, I called him out as a bapist and he told me that I was in his bed and that's why he did what he did. I was in shock. I called, texted, and
me personally, that's the dumbest thing to say. You know what, it's somebody because they was in your bed. That makes sense to me. But what her posting on social media, some people were saying like they felt it was clout chasing because she included Cost in that name. I don't feel that way because it's like at the same time, social media can be a help. Like they gonna make their way to find something you think they wouldn't find, and that you hid or that you deleted, they gonna find it. They're gonna find it.
Parentheses, my friend who invited me but got no answer, and I was told by the bapist that he left, which I found out later to be a lie. He told me, can we just keep it a secret and pretend nothing happened, but I was already traumatized by then. I asked him if he had at least used protection, which he then showed me a dirty condom and said, yes, a skins condom. Now I have to take medication for a month to make sure I don't catch any STDs. As you all know, those condoms only protect you from unwanted pregnancies and not STDs. Shit, I didn't know that. Hope I don't got no mini blackies running around here, man. Shit. Anyway, she continued, I spent all day crying and processing what happened to me instead of enjoying my vacation in New York. At nighttime, I had dinner reservations, but I went to the emergency room instead as I was still in pain from what had happened to me. I described what the person looked like to my friend who had invited me, and he said he didn't know the person. However, after digging for a day and a half, I found the person's Instagram and that they have been friends for years. So right here, she attached a text conversation between herself and Kai. She texted Kai the following: that's your homie for real, bro. That's why you ain't help me. That's why you ain't go up. You knew what he was doing, she said in these texts to Kai. Kai responded back by saying, yo, what the fuck? I'm literally getting info as we speak. Are you fucking crazy? I knew what was going on? Question mark, Kai said. She continued the thread on his last post that said, it's been 5 days since the incident and I haven't been able to sleep or eat properly. I haven't been able to socialize or go to work. This is all I think about 24/7. I'm not looking for attention. All I want is the justice I deserve. I want him to stop from hurting anyone else. Now after this, Kai ended up responding and he said a couple things. After he got word of what happened, she was apparently very emotional as she was telling him. Kai decided to hit up his homie who had just been accused of literally baping another person. Kai essentially pulled up on a homie saying, "Hey bro, this is what I heard from her. What's up? What you got going on? What's up?" Apparently his homie was completely shocked at this. In other words, he didn't do what he's being accused of, allegedly, right? What happened after this is Jovi, the woman, she apparently asked Kai for his homie's name since she's accusing him of, something really serious, right? Obviously she needs his name. According to Kai, he hit up his team, presumably legal team. He told them, "Hey, here's my homie's name," and then he told them to give it to her. And so that's what they did, according to Kai.
There's two sides of the stories now, Kai. Who you gonna handle it with? The police. Okay? When she asked for in the screenshot, she asked for her name, she asked for his name automatically. I told my team, I said, "Yo, team, here's his name, give it to her." That is the reason why she got it in the first place. Okay? That is the reason why she got it in the first place. And let me tell y'all something right now. All my viewers, do not go to her profile and do not harass this young lady, bro. Do not. Until facts are proved, until shit is shit, bro, and shit is going on and the police are handling this. And this is why I didn't want to come to the internet, bro. Go ahead and say something. The person that's associated with me, I knew this guy. I'm not defending him once again. I knew this guy for a very long time. We went on multiple trips. You feel what I'm saying? Never was this. He's not that type of person. I'm not saying shit didn't happen. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not defending nobody because, bro, the way she was crying to me on that phone, bro, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I know how he looked. Scars on the face. Dreads. You feel me? That's for the law. If that's for the law to handle, though. That's none of y'all business at all. None of y'all business.
So there's a lot to be learned from a situation like this, which is why I'm covering this story. Just to paint the picture once again, essentially what we have here is a woman who's claiming that one of Kai Cenat's friends baped her at this party that Kai was hosting. So just to make it abundantly clear, Kai Cenat isn't accused of doing anything. He didn't do no harm to anybody. He just threw this New Year's party that the woman, Jovi, was at and some of his other people. And now, days later, she's coming out saying, "This man, your friend Kai, he did this to me." According to the alleged victim, she did actually get a bape kit, which she posted on her IG. She did also apparently go to the police, and that's all I know as far as that. This woman is getting a lot of hate right now. There's a lot of people calling her a clout chaser. People don't think she's telling the truth.
I mean, I wouldn't say clout chaser because I don't want to push that it didn't happen because even though some people do lie about some crazy shit, but it's like at the same time, it's like hopefully she wouldn't go that far for attention. Like hopefully she wouldn't go that far for attention. I don't think it's clout chasing though. I really think she wanted to find the person who did it, and think people saying it's clout chasing because she brought Kai's name in it. But let me know what y'all think on that. Do y'all think it's clout chasing or not?
Truth, she's been firing back, defending her stance with conviction. A couple really important things I want to talk about as for this story is how to avoid situations like this, because this could have been avoided in a few different ways. Also want to talk about what Kai could have done differently, and just want to talk about and have a really important conversation about some things that I think will leave you better off. First of all, let's talk about the situation where this happened. So this was a New Year's party that Kai Cenat was hosting. Kai, according to Jovi, invited her to this party where a bunch of other people were present. I think it's safe to assume that alcohol was involved in this situation. Definitely weed as well, since it's Los Angeles we're talking about, and possibly some other things wouldn't be too far-fetched, especially since it's New Year's on top of that. So alcohol and drugs in any situation where you don't know everyone who's attending personally always comes with a lot of risk for anyone who didn't know. That's probably one of the biggest takeaways from a story like this, or any type of situation, honestly, that involves people getting hurt where there were substances involved. Every story like this that I've heard about in my life that involves someone, let's say a woman, getting things done to her, always has that one commonality. There was some type of substance involved, whether it's alcohol or drugs. Another commonality is that everybody in that space doesn't have great rapport with one another. Now, why is this important? Well, because when or if a situation arises where something like this happens, you're now in a situation where you don't know if everyone in that space is on the same page. You don't know if everyone in that space acts with the same moral compass as you. I don't know about you, but personally, I don't like being in any situation with people, especially that involves alcohol and or drugs, that I can't say for sure that they have my best interest if something happened to me or anyone else at the spot, of course. Also, I like knowing for sure that anyone who's going to be present actually has a little bit of sense in their dome, because people who got sense usually got something to lose, which means they won't get into any BS. You see how that works? So this kind of situation usually happens when you go into an enclosed space without using your discernment. As for Jovi, she was invited by her friend Kai. Since she only mentioned him, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that she didn't have great rapport with the rest of the people who were there. Now let's take a look at the specifics of what she said. After she had been at the party for some time, she told Kai, hey, I'm about to leave. Kai told her, hey, since you're drunk, you'll be better off upstairs. And by the way, no one is gonna bother you.
I mean, me personally, I don't care off the strength of what nobody said. I don't care. Like, first, I'm not like sleeping at a party. That's one thing I'm not doing, especially for the simple fact of how mature people are, and I don't even trust being around too much people anyway. But I can't judge her, you know what I'm saying? She felt comfortable, like she said, because of him, his word, and security being there, stuff like that. So I can't, judge somebody else.
Don't even worry about that. How about that? That was a green flag on Kai's end, because it's New Year's, might have been past midnight or not, I'm not sure. If she was inebriated, yeah, you shouldn't be out here by yourself. How about you lay your head down in my spot where I can make sure you're 100% safe? So Kai acted on good faith. His intention was to make sure that she was in fact safe, and I wouldn't expect anything less from Kai. Moving on. So back to the story, she went upstairs and fell asleep. Next thing you know, according to her, his homie walks into the room and, as she puts it, brutally beat her to the point where she bled. She then wakes up and sees that he's still on top of her. She confronts him and calls him out, and his response was, allegedly, you were in my bed and that's why I did what I did. That sounds like some really strange logic, by the way. Just because someone is in your bed, unless she's asking for the vitamin D, you don't go there, capiche? But that's when she hit up Kai in complete shock, but she didn't get an answer from Kai, according to her. So I want to go back to what allegedly happened at the beginning. So she was supposed to leave, was told, hey, go upstairs, that will be safer, and then she fell asleep upstairs. Hypothetically speaking, let's say this is exactly how it all went down. Kai tells her, go upstairs, you're gonna be good there. What should have happened at that point, if it didn't happen, is Kai himself should have made sure that she was actually safe. That comes in the form of, first of all, making sure that no one around you is on some weird ass shit. But second of all, you casually mentioned to everybody at the function, hey, the girl that, pulled up, she wasn't feeling so well. She's sleeping upstairs. Nobody goes into her room, okay? You got that? Good. Hey, so y'all know the girl who pulled up earlier? Who you talking about? You talking about the one with the dress? Yeah, with the dress. Yeah, so she's upstairs. She's sleeping. She got a little too drunk, whatever. But she's upstairs resting. She's in the room next to the bathroom. Nobody goes in there, okay? The one next to the bathroom? Yeah, we're not gonna go. Okay. Yes, next to the bathroom. Yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so she's in there. She's resting. Nobody goes in there, okay? Period. Oh yeah, we're good on that. Hope she feels better, by the way. Yeah, tell her. Hope she feels better. Yeah, I'll tell her that. Yeah. By the way, you can turn up the music. But yeah, so she's in there, she's resting, so just don't go in. That's all. Kinda like that, right? Noticing the little skit I made.
Why I thought he was gonna make like a freaking dark joke. Why? I don't know why I thought that.
Like this video just for that skit, I made sure everybody was on board with not going up to the room. So you got to make sure everybody follows the protocol. So if this alleged story went how it actually was told, the responsibility would lie on Kai to make sure that nobody actually went up to the room where she was at. Now, in the event where someone does go up like it's claimed in this story, as the person who's hosting this party, I would take full accountability for that. Now, I wouldn't take the blame in court of law for what allegedly happened. That would be insane. I would, however, take accountability for the fact fact that something happened in my private domicile that wasn't intended to happen. So from that perspective, Kai is to be held accountable for that alleged slip up. He should also be held accountable for keeping someone around him who would allegedly be on that. Now, what would I hold Jovi accountable for? In her case, I would say actually being under that roof, because if you go somewhere, let's say an event, and something happens to you, you could of course not predict what's going to happen while you're there, but you always had a decision in whether or not you actually went. And this is where discernment comes in. You got to use your best judgment. Is this somewhere I want to be? And is this where I should be? Those are two questions you should always ask yourself. So I have a little question for you, right? Have you ever been to a party or an event where some bullshit popped off? If you have, think about what you felt going before. What I always tend to find is you kind of always know when you shouldn't go somewhere. But a lot of times we ignore our intuition because it ain't based on anything that's tangible and real. I think it's important to think about that stuff because at the end of the day, we're talking about your safety. People go to places they shouldn't be every day and get seriously injured and or don't make it back to their bed that night. That's reality. This Kai Cenat story isn't anything we haven't seen before. These stories are very common, and I'm telling you, 95% of them always involve alcohol and drugs mixed with a bunch of people you don't really know like that. I think it's important to know certain things about any place you're pulling up to. You know, who's going to be there? How do all these people know each other? What kind of people are they? Is there going to be any sipping, smoking, or popping going on? Because if there's any popping going on, well, I'm leaving that bitch. Also, want to speak on this. A lot of women don't report things like this because they're afraid of getting labeled as liars. My philosophy on that is this: you can't say that someone lied for sure, and you can't say that someone is telling the truth for sure. So it goes both ways. There's the alleged victim side, there's the accused side, and then in the middle we have the truth. Until we know what she said, what he said, and what the actual truth is, I'm gonna go ahead and hold my horses in the back on this one. And you know what? I don't think this is a men or women issue because that's what everybody tends to make it on stories like this. At the end of the day, it comes down to people. It comes down to human nature. There's certain women who are gonna lie about having things like this done to them for no other reason than to gain something from it. Personally, I think that percentage is extremely small. It's just that the ones who lie are often the loudest, and the women who are actually telling the truth, nobody listens to them or even cares about what they have to say because, you know, they gotta be lying, right? She capping, bro. He never even touched her. He never touched her, bro. But wait a second. How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that he didn't touch her? Were you there? Answer me, bro. Were you there? I'm an answer. Nah, bro. But like, he not that kind of guy. I know him, bro. Don't go with that bullshit now. I mean, I know him too, but I don't know him in a situation like that. You feel me? Like, we don't know is what I'm saying. Like, I know him, bro. That's what I'm saying. No, bro. No, we don't know. He could have done it, but she could be lying. All I'm saying is...
I mean, I'm not going to stretch this video out too long. We get the point. My message to Kai is just, like, only hang around as far as people that got something to lose like you. And I'm not saying the person who did it is a bum or don't have as much as you, but it's like, I'm pretty sure these are your friends from growing up or whatever. So it's like, you bring them certain places, whatever they do is going to fall back on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's like an artist bringing his homies on tour or whatever, and they stay in that hotels. Anything get broke up or whatever, that's going to be charged to your tab. That's going to be your responsibility. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just hang around. Just try to separate the two. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably going to lose friends over it because they're going to be like, oh, well, you switched up, you fake. And this is what a lot of people got to understand. When you get to a certain level, you can't take the people with you that you used to hang with for the simple fact of stuff like this, or just, you know, they not going to know how to act around certain people that they was once watching, and now you, their friend, you hanging around them. Now they, you know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a lot of just fiends that don't know how to act because they're in a certain environment that they've never been in, and then that all falls back on you. Nobody's gonna say, oh, that person, because no offense, that person don't have a name, and you do. So that's all gonna fall back on you, and this is why his name is so included in it. But I feel like he did the right thing, you know what I'm saying? He lawyered up, he told his team, you know, because this is serious allegations. This is not something to play with. But let me know what y'all think about this situation. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for the love and support. Love is love, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.